Hello and welcome to grammar class. Today's lesson is parenthetical expressions. First off, what's the meaning of parenthesis? You see, the word parenthesis means the punctuation mark of round brackets. So we understand that a parenthetical expression is an expression like a word or a phrase or a clause enclosed within commas or dashes or round brackets. But why is a parenthetical expression used in a sentence? You see, a parenthetical expression is used in a sentence to provide some additional or explanatory information or clarification about the main subject. And since a parenthetical expression provides some non-essential information in the sentence, it is set off with commas or dashes or parentheses, that is round brackets. In other words, even if you remove the parenthetical expression from the sentence, the basic meaning of the sentence is not affected or compromised. For example, in the sentence, "He is the man who, I believe, cheated us yesterday," "I believe" is a parenthetical expression or parenthetical clause set off by a pair of commas. Here, if you separate or remove the expression "I believe" from the sentence, the basic meaning or grammatical structure of the sentence is not affected. However, in the next sentence, "I believe that he is the man who cheated us yesterday," "I believe" is not a parenthetical expression, it's the principal clause of the sentence. We notice that we cannot remove "I believe" from this sentence, so it's not set off with a comma. So in the first sentence, "I believe" is a parenthetical expression, but in the second, it is not. Parenthetical expressions may be either parenthetical phrases or parenthetical clauses. They provide non-essential explanation or clarification about the subject matter of the sentence. So by definition, a parenthetical phrase is a group of words without a finite verb added to the sentence parenthetically as an independent element to provide some extra or additional information. For example, "He is, after all, the captain of the team." Here, "after all" is a parenthetical phrase set off by commas. You see, the basic meaning of the sentence is not affected even if you remove the parenthetical phrase "after all" from this sentence. "He is the captain of the team" sounds as good. But that does not mean that parenthetical expressions are meaningless or useless. But yes, they only provide a non-essential context to the sentence. In the second example, "to tell you the truth" is a parenthetical phrase. It just adds a note of confession to the speaker's statement here. In the same way, in the third and fourth examples, "frankly speaking" and "by God's grace" are the two parenthetical phrases respectively. And I repeat, these parenthetical phrases are not essential or integral to the meaning or structure of the sentences. Now, what about a parenthetical clause? Well, a parenthetical clause has its own subject-verb combination and it is inserted in the sentence as an independent element to provide some additional or explanatory information about the main subject. And as I said earlier, its removal from the main sentence does not affect the basic structure or meaning of the sentence. Why? Because it adds some non-essential information to the main sentence. Now see some examples of parenthetical clauses on your screen. In the sentence, "Bob is the boy who, I believe, did it," "I believe" is a parenthetical clause set off by commas. In the second example, "I remember" is the parenthetical clause. As you can see, this clause "I remember" is not an essential part of the sentence. Even without it, the sentence is perfectly meaningful. But yes, the parenthetical clause "I remember" does lend a tone of emphasis, stress to the statement here. In the next sentence, "it seems" is the parenthetical clause. And in the fourth, as I said earlier, is the parenthetical clause, both enclosed in commas. So we understand that parenthetical expressions have their own significance or importance, but they are not essential to the basic meaning of the sentence. Nor do they have any structural relationship with the main sentence. Finally, the position of a parenthetical expression in a sentence is super important to make it most effective. Some parenthetical expressions Phrases or clauses such as of course, for example, by the way, in my opinion, all said and done, I suppose, etc. may come at the beginning or at the end of a sentence too. For example, in the sentence, frankly speaking, I do not trust him completely, the parenthetical phrase frankly speaking occurs at the beginning. In the next example, the parenthetical phrase after all comes at the end of the sentence. The parenthetical clause it seems has come at the end of the sentence next. Of course is an end position parenthetical phrase in the last example. That's the end of today's class. Hopefully you liked the video. Please be sure to like, comment, share and subscribe to my channel for more grammar videos. Thank you so much.